Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about some newly launched product in market, and I have tested these products for about 2 to 3 weeks and then I am making this video. So without any further ado, let's just get started. The first product is this Lakme 9 to 5 primer plus matte perfect cover foundation. The shade that I have purchased is warm creme. The packaging of this foundation is rose gold, like all the 9 to 5 products from Lakme. It has a frosted glass packaging, which I think looks very luxurious. So under 500 rupees, I think you get a spatula, which is not a bad thing at all. The price of this product is 475 rupees. You get 25 ml of product, which I think is 5 ml less from the standard quantity that we get in all foundations. It comes in 16 shades, which I think is a big step from Lakme, and I hope they extend even more shades in this range because I feel that this is not the best shade range, but they are working on their shade range. I expected this shade to be a bit warmer. It is definitely yellow and it suits my skin, but it's not that warm for my skin tone. They claim that you do not need any primer with this foundation, and that's what I did in the initial days, but I realized that it somehow collects on my pores, so you do require a primer with this foundation if you have pore issues. The shade of the foundation is mentioned on top of the bottle. The consistency of this foundation is very fluid. It's not too creamy and thick. It's kind of in between and it is fluid. I applied this foundation with both brush and blender, and in my opinion, I think that you get the best coverage from the brush side. This is a medium coverage foundation, and if you want to build a little bit of coverage, you can definitely do that, but I would suggest doing that only on the high points of your face. I tried both blush and blender, and both were easy to blend out this foundation. So I think it's great to blend with any of the tools that you are using. They claim it to be a medium to high coverage foundation, but I feel that this is a medium coverage foundation and you can build it a tad bit. Also contains SPF 20, which I think is great if you do not want to apply sunscreen separately. Depending upon the kind of primer that you are using, if you are using a pore filling plus an illuminating primer with this foundation, then it's going to look natural, and if you are moisturizing your skin heavily, but if you are on the oilier side and you're just using mattifying primer and even your moisturizer is mattifying, then it's going to look even more matte. So it's not that you can't make it look dewy. Depending upon the kind of skin prep that you are doing, you can definitely make it look dewy, but primarily this is a matte foundation. There is no shine or sheen to this foundation. I forgot to insert the flash test, but it did pass flash test. Next, I tried this Rimmel London Match Perfect Concealer in the shade Classic Beige. The number is 040. This is priced at 499 rupees for 7 ml of product, and the packaging is very similar to LA Girl. Like the applicator is very similar to LA Girl concealer, but I think the packaging is cute and it's travel friendly. The shade of this concealer is a tad bit too warm for me, so I can only use this for my concealing and dark circle area. I cannot use this for any other concealing part of my face where I have acne marks or any blemishes that I want to hide. I can only use this for dark circle area because it has that warmth to it. It comes in 6 shades, which I don't think is the best shade range for a concealer brand. For concealer, I only prefer a beauty blender, and I think it's very easy to blend out. Then I tried this Makeup Revolution blusher reloaded in the shade Coral Dream, and I have been testing this for like more than a month, and it's one of my favorite blushes right now. It retails for 550 rupees for 7.5 grams of product. This is a matte blush. It comes in 12 shades. The pigmentation of the blush is really great. It is a long lasting blush. It will last for about 4 to 5 hours. It's easy to apply. It's very easy to blend, and it's cruelty free. For highlighter, I tried Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Bar in the shade Gold. This one is priced at 499 rupees. The shade is perfect for my skin tone. It does flatter my skin tone, which right now is NC35. It's a powder highlighter and it's very easy to blend. I compare this highlighter with the previous launch that we had when Wet n Wild came to India, which is a Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighter. The shades that they have is Precious Petal, Crown of My Canopy, these shades. So that highlighter is definitely better than this highlighter. If you apply it too much, it can look powdery. But with that highlighter, I don't have to worry at all. I can overload my cheeks, but it wouldn't look any kind of cakey or powdery. If I compare this highlighter with Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter is much more stronger. That highlighter will exaggerate your texture, but this one will not do it until and unless you layer it up way too much than required. You can make this highlighter really natural and blinding at the same point of time. But in my opinion, I think that this highlighter looks best when you apply it on top of a dewy foundation, because I tested it with different foundations and I think it looks the best when you apply it on top of a dewy foundation. Not that you can't apply it on top of a matte foundation, but I think that you can't layer it up too much on top of a matte foundation. You can do that on dewy foundation. This highlighter doesn't exaggerate any kind of texture or anything. It does transfer. So if you're going to touch your face again and again, it will transfer. Then for eyeshadow, I got this Huda Beauty Obsession eyeshadow palette in the shade Amethyst. I got this one during Nykaa's Pink Friday sale and it was on 50% off. So I thought that's the best time to grab this one. This one has really nice and luxurious colors, and if you are into colorful looks, then only buy this palette. There is no point of buying a colorful eyeshadow palette if you're not going to use it. That is just wastage of money. So if you are into colorful looks, then only buy it. The packaging of this eyeshadow palette is really compact and it comes with a mirror. The quality of the mirror is also very good. They have mentioned in the packaging that the shimmers will work best if used with fingers. It comes with 6 duochrome shimmers, 3 creamy matte shadows. Overall, I like this palette. The shimmers were great. The mattes are very good to blend. So I think it's a great investment. For lipstick, I got Huda Beauty Power Bullet Matte Lipstick in the shade Third Date. This is a matte lipstick. There is no sheen, no moisture whatsoever in this lipstick. You have to prep your lips accordingly. You have to scrub them, otherwise it is going to cling on your dry or flaky lips. This is very pigmented. It's so creamy. The bullet and the packaging looks luxurious. When you apply it, it doesn't look difficult or it doesn't feel difficult in terms of application. It has a magnetic closure. The magnet in this packaging is strong. It is not flimsy or loose. If you want a drugstore reference, I would say that Maybelline's powder matte lipsticks are very similar to this formula. They are not exactly same, but they are comparable. This is not transfer proof. It will transfer, but not heavily. The more oily food you eat, the more it is going to fade. It will last for about 4 to 5 hours, and after then you will need touch up. Then after, I have this Rimmel London Extra 3D Lash Mascara 003 Extreme Black. So this one doesn't come with any kind of outer packaging, but as you can see, this is what the packaging looks like. It contains 8 ml of product and it retails for rupees 399. So I think it's an affordable mascara out there. This is a great mascara if you want something clump free and that will create an illusion of long and lengthening kind of lashes. This is not going to give you too much of volume. It will a tad bit, but primarily it is going to give you a lot of length. The formula of this mascara is smudge proof, so you can apply water or you can rub your eyes, but it won't budge. It will kind of drift apart a tad bit, like a bit of crumbles will come on your hand if you rub your eyes harshly. But apart from that, I think it's a long lasting and really good mascara for anybody who's looking for length. After 4 hours, you'll see that the foundation was still on its place. The concealer started fading and I didn't like it that much because you can see my dark under eye area, and if I'm applying a concealer, I expect it to last. Blush is still on its place. It has definitely faded, but you can still see the color. The highlighter, on the other hand, you can see is only sitting on my nose, because the rest of the face, I did touch my face, so it transferred here and there, but on my nose it's still sitting. So if you do not touch your face, it will not budge. Eyeshadow is still looking great. It did not budge or it did not fade or crease anything. So I think it's a good eyeshadow palette. Now let's talk about the mascara. You can see that there are no flakes or crumbs of the mascara on my face, and it did not smear anything like that. So it's a good mascara. Talking about the bullet lipstick from Huda, it did fade from the center of my lip because of course I had meals and everything. So it does fade from the centers of your lip, but you can touch up. Only two products that faded are concealer and the lipstick. So the concealer faded in 2 or 3 hours. So after 4 hours you weren't able to see too much of it, but the lipstick was still there. So that was the review, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and make sure you make your consumer choices smartly. I'll see you with the next video. Bye.